Dear data analyst, if I was to learn data analysis again this year, these are 10 things I'm going to do to become a data analyst again in 2026. So stick to the end and see the 10th thing I'm going to do to become a data analyst in 2026 to make the journey smoother and quicker for me to learn data analysis very easy. Okay, so the first thing is to identify my skill sets. Yes, because there are so many skills out there to learn to become a data analyst. Okay, we have about 200 tools out there, 201 tools out there to learn to become a data analyst in 2026. So I'm going to choose the core four skills I'm going to learn to become a data analyst. So see to the end and see the four skills you need to become a data analyst. So I'm going to first identify the skill set I will need to become a data analyst. Second thing I'm going to be doing to become a data analyst is I'm going to set a goal for myself. Okay, maybe I want to become a data analyst in the next 4 months or in the next 6 months or in the next 8 months, or depends on you and how available you are to learn the skills. So I'm going to become a data analyst in the next 4 months. I will set a goal for myself, okay? And I will break the goal down to pieces, like to bit by bit. Okay, maybe I will learn Excel for so months, Power BI for so months. I will share that with you in the video. Okay, so I will set the goal for myself and I'll break the goal into pieces. Okay, and next thing I'll be doing is to get a course, because without the course you are not going to learn fast. Okay, or you can use YouTube. If you don't have money for a course, you can use YouTube. I will share the videos to watch on YouTube for free to become a data analyst. So if you don't have money for a course, also use YouTube to learn data analysis. Okay, so I'm going to get a course to become a data analyst. So we have different courses out there. We have courses on Coursera, on Udemy, and on Audacity, and so many of them like that. We have so many courses everywhere, though some of those courses are not worth it actually. So I will share the best courses for you to become a data analyst as well. So stick to the end and see how everything will unfold. The fourth thing I will do to become a data analyst is to learn Excel. Yes, I'm going to learn Excel. I will learn Excel for 1 month. Okay, I'm going to learn complete Excel for 1 month. So I will learn Excel for 3 weeks first and then do practice. I will now use 1 week to build an Excel project. That is like complete 1 month. So I will learn Excel for 3 weeks, and as I'm learning Excel, I will be practicing each of the features in Excel, like Power Pivot, Pivot Table, Power Query. I will learn and practice them as I'm learning. Okay. After learning for 3 weeks, I will now do one project in Excel for complete 1 week, because it's not easy. Okay, if you want to learn Excel, use this video here to learn Excel. If you want to do your Excel practice or like build a project in Excel, use this video here to build Excel project. Okay, so that's how I'm going to learn my Excel for complete 1 month. After learning Excel for 1 month, I will now move on to the Power BI. So I will learn Power BI for 1 month as well, because we have little things you have to learn in Power BI, though each of those things are actually broad. Okay, for example, now you have to like learn the DAX in Power BI, Power Query in Power BI, data model in Power BI, and visualization in Power BI as well. So each of those things are very broad, especially the visualization are very broad in Power BI. Okay, so I will learn each of these things in Power BI and also practice them for 3 weeks. I will now use 1 month as well to build a complete Power BI project. And I will use this video here to learn Power BI from beginner to the end of Power BI. And I will use this particular video here to build a Power BI project. Okay, this is going to be very easy if you use this particular videos I'm showing to you now. The next thing I will do is to learn SQL for 3 weeks as well. I will learn the basic things in SQL, like the what is SQL and those basic SQL functions and select statements, and I'll learn joins and so on and so forth in SQL for 3 weeks. And as I'm learning all those things in SQL, I will be practicing them as well. I'll be focusing on practice, because if you learn without practice, then you're just doing yourself. You're not going anywhere. Okay. So when I'm done with learning SQL for 3 weeks, I'll now build one SQL project for 1 week, as that's like 1 month of learning SQL as well. Okay. So I'll use this particular video here to learn my SQL from beginner to the end of SQL. Don't forget to share the videos with your friends as well. Don't learn alone. Don't be stingy. Share with them and learn together. Okay. When I'm done learning with my SQL, that means I have learned 3 different skills. I need to become a data analyst. Remaining Python, right? So I'm going to Python later. Okay. So I've learned SQL. I've learned Excel, Power BI, and SQL to become a data analyst. Okay. And I'll build projects on each of those skills to become a data analyst. That means I have 3 solid projects that I have built. Okay, now as I build my portfolio website next, okay, that's like a website that can easily help you to create your project and add all your projects inside our website and then share them share the website links to people to see your website and then see the project you've done on your website. Okay, you can also write a little bit about you inside the website as well, maybe like about you, about who you are, and your links, your social media as well. You can have them in the website, and then your project are the core things that are going to be in the website. The primary thing in the website is going to be your project. Okay, so I'll build my website with this particular video here to build your portfolio website for absolutely free. Okay, use this video here from me to you for free. Okay, when I'm done with my portfolio website, I'm going to like move on to my resume. I'm going to build and optimize my resume to meet what they call it again, the WPS standard of not WPS, to meet ATS standard, right? So to meet ATS standard, I'm going to build my resume to meet ATS standard, and you can use any of these tools to build your ATS standard resume. So the first one here is a Google Doc or MS Word to build your resume like this. And you can also use your Canvas to build your resume. You can also use Kick Resume to build your resume for free, and Kick Resume also come with different packages as well. They have free version and they have the premium version that can easily help you to get a job easily and to build your cover letter, get a job, optimize your LinkedIn, and use AI to write your resume as well. So Kick Resume Premium comes with a lot of things. I will also link it in my comments section in the description and also comments to see how to use Kick Resume for your resume. Okay, and next thing I'm going to be doing is to start applying for jobs. Yes, I'm going to start applying for jobs, because if you learn all these skills without applying it to something, it's like a waste of time. Okay, like if you learn Excel, Power BI, and SQL, that is enough for you to get a job in 2026. Yes, it's enough for you to get a job in 2026. So I'm going to start applying for jobs after learning Power BI, Excel, and SQL. So I apply to jobs using different websites. We use LinkedIn majorly to apply for jobs. You can also use all these remote jobs websites on Twitter as well, or go to different websites. Actually, different website actually offers job offer to people. Okay, so I'm going to start applying for a job with what I already have. My resume is already down, and I have my portfolio website, and I have my projects in my portfolio, and I have my knowledge as well, because that's the most important thing when you are trying to go for an interview. Your knowledge is the most important thing. Sometimes you don't even need your resume or your portfolio. They're going to be asking some direct questions to you to know how, not even to know that you actually know that thing perfectly, but to know how you're going to answer those questions, because sometimes how you answer some questions shows that you actually know those things, even if you don't know it 100%, but it shows that you actually know those things. And again, always be prepared to learn, like always be ready to learn more, because nobody knows it all. Even me, I had to like learn and do a lot of research before I could do some videos I do on YouTube, because I don't know it all. I actually dedicate my time to learning more and to being better person that I am. Okay, so don't stop learning, always continue learning. And after applying for jobs, as I'm applying for the jobs, I can now start learning my Python by the side. Okay, because learning does not stop. I will start applying learning. I will start learning Python by the side. I will learn Python for 1 month as well. The basic Python I need for data analysis, I will learn it for 1 month as well. Okay. When I learn Python for 1 month, I will also build some projects and some practice in Python as well to make the skills stick to my head. And the last thing I will do to become a data analyst, and this is like the most important thing a person can do to himself. Either you're learning to become a data analyst, or you're learning to become a software engineer, or you're learning to become a cybersecurity, whatever. Okay, this is like the best thing you can do for yourself. Okay, and that is to learn in public, to build in public, to share your journey online. Okay, that is the best thing you can do for yourself as far as this particular learning is concerned. Okay, if I were to become a data analyst again, I will also build online, like share my progress with people on social media. So I will pick what is best for me to share my progress on, because we have so many social media pages there. So social media, whatever they call it there. Okay, we have Twitter, we have LinkedIn, we have Instagram, we have TikTok, we have Substack, we have Facebook. A lot of them are, we have YouTube as well. A lot of them are actually there. Okay, so I'll pick 1 or 2 social media pages to share my progress there for me personally, and I will also employ you to use X as well. So X is like the best one to share your progress as far as data analysis is concerned. In case you're learning other tools, I don't know about those one, but if you're learning to become a data analyst, the best place to share your progress is actually X. Okay, share your progress on X and LinkedIn as well. I will recommend LinkedIn as well. So share it on X or LinkedIn. You can pick Substack as well, or maybe use TikTok as well. So you can just share it on a platform that you feel like you're actually very familiar with or you know you can use very well. So share your progress as you are learning, because there are so many benefits of sharing your progress online. So the first one is that if you share your progress and people actually relate with your progress, trust me, to get a job is not going to be that hard for you again. It's going to be very easy for you to get a job. So it will be very easy for you to get it when you share your progress with people online, okay? It is going to be so easy for you to get a job in 2026, especially because people will see your ability and see what you can do. And also, when you share your progress with people, people feel like they know you. And when they know you, they can easily trust you when they know you. So when they trust, they can easily give you what they want to give, maybe a job or a gig, a personal gig or a project can easily work on with them. So they just trust you and they give you a job, okay? Because if they don't know you before and you just appear to them, they will feel intimidated or even scared of you, right? But when you start sharing your progress online, then they feel like, oh, I used to see this person's name on Twitter. Oh, let's see, let's check him out and see what he can do for us. So when you check you out, they can easily offer you a job because they will think they know you before, even though they don't know you and you don't even know them. But they will think they know you before. And there are other benefits attached to building online as well, because when you share your progress online now, you start getting people's attention. They start following you because they want to know what you are doing and they want to learn what you are doing as well. So they start following you. When they are following you, this age now, when you have so many followers, there's so many ways you can actually monetize your followers. There's so many ways you can actually get money through your followers. I'm not saying you should tip your followers, or I've never done that before, but there's so many ways you can actually provide value to your followers and then they're going to pay you for it, okay? And when you even have so many followers, people even trust you more. They'll be like, oh, this people has so many followers. That means he must be or she must be doing something great for them to follow him like this. For me now, I have over 100k followers, close to 120k followers on Twitter, and I know how many jobs I get every month. I know how many gigs I get every month. I know how many ones I decline every month. Yes, I decline so many jobs because I can't do everything. And it's only me. I don't have anybody that is helping me. So if you want to apply to help me, leave a comment in comment section. Tell me what you can do for me to help me, because I'm the only one creating my YouTube content, my X content, my Substack content, my Telegram content, and my TikTok as well. So if you want to help me and just share a little bit about you in the comments, and I'm going to reach out to you if I see that you can actually work with me. Okay, so I need someone that can be working with me, either a PA or a video editor or a tutor. Yeah, because I get some other gigs from different companies to come and be there, to come and consult for them, or to come and teach for them, or to come and do some projects for them as well. So I can't do it alone, it's only me. So those are the things that comes with building in public. Because as I building when I was learning in 2019, I built in public, right? I built in public. No, I didn't build in public immediately. So I started building online in 2022. That was when I became very active on Twitter in 2022. So I had like, build in public. In 2022, I shared my progress, where I was learning from. I was using Audacity to learn. Then I was sharing the course I was learning with and how I was learning those skills. I was sharing it in public. Then people started following me. People started relating with my skills and with all the things I was sharing. Then people started following me in 2022 then. But now I have so many followers everywhere thanks to you. So if you are one of my followers on X or anywhere, also leave a comment. Let's connect here as well. So that's how I'm going to become a data analyst in 2026 if I were to start over again. And don't forget that becoming a data analyst is not limited to getting a 9 to 5 job. You can actually become a data analyst and do some other things apart from the 9 to 5 job. Okay, you can be a content creator, or you can be a course creator, you can be a tutor, you can also be a consultant, you can also build some, anything at all. You can do so many things to become a data. You want to be a data analyst actually to make money, okay? I will see you again in my next video by God's grace. So share this with your friends if you feel like it is actually okay for them to know about it, and don't forget to leave a comment if you enjoyed the video to the end. I'll see you. Ciao.